Okay, quick look through Tuesday's end of day closing screens. Mute that computer there. I've been exhausted today, so I haven't been able to sleep either. So, not much to see today. The correction continues. The US has joined in today, hasn't it? I mean, obviously it started on Friday, but it fully fledged joined in today. No surprises here. Absolutely no surprises. We know markets need to consolidate. At some point they need to pull back to mean. Nasdaq 100, low high, low low, just on the secondary trend. We always draw these pullbacks in. We like to watch the leading markets, be the S&P and the Nasdaq. It might go the time route and go sideways. Price route, pullback. But a little bit of both sometimes. Big, long channeling, sort of drawn out pullback. But there's no surprise here. Absolutely no surprise. Also, gold today, absolutely on fire. No surprises there either, is there? We've been banging the table on these, and if we go and have a look at it, we'll see. It'd be nice to see if it can finish the session strong through these levels. Would be a bit more of a meaningful. Hey, if we can do it on a weekly as well, even better. But I was a bit questionable about this big round sort of number here. But yeah, it's hard to argue with all-time highs on the comp there. GLD, just a clean break on GLD there. And obviously the gold miners been going well, haven't they? So, also, let's just quickly jump TLT. 20-year, 10-year takes a dive. Bitcoin is kind of in mean trend definitely now, isn't it, around this area? You get a big bar like this, you want to see a narrow one. I presume it's lower today, looking at the ETF. I'm a day behind on that, obviously. And we've got a bit of dollar strength today as well, but still, gold goes up. Right. Not much to see today. I went through the screens multiple times, as I always do. Pointless doing a video if there's nothing to look at. That's how the screens are supposed to play out. Just buzz through these and into the closing highs. There's only 35, I think I've written there. I need to put my glasses on. I'm blind. I wasn't blind a month ago, but I am now. If anyone's got anything they want to cover, look at, just shout it out, because we're going to have plenty of time tonight. SC continues there. The investment trust. Got nothing on that. Loss making by the looks of it. AAC inside day up at highs. This E-Core, it's like a royalty business, isn't it? Resource royalty business. I totally see it. Obviously, it's not going to be super high beta, but it's just bumping around on that level there, isn't it? turnover obviously down there, but yeah, go and look into it yourself. We're so loaded in metal stocks and the like. What a absolutely I mean, we talked about it on the breakout. We talked about it on the first pullback. You know, that you know, it's might as well go a bit off piece on that. This game is not a game of social media perfection. It's a game of positioning. If a stock's going higher, it's got to trade these levels. Most of the time, you'll get a retrace as well around early in the trend, and you know, you get an early retrace, you get a swing day here. So I'm just pointing out the days it hits our screens for execution. As you can see, if you're too cute with these things, you know, or too tight to the position, you know, and you get emotional about this pullback here, what's fully expected most of the time, you're probably going to struggle to ever ride a trend because most of them act like this. So stocks will go up, have to trade levels. Stocks in uptrends will pull back. You know, they have to trade you know, the swing bar as well, the swing point. They have to trade those levels if they're going to turn back up. There will be whipsaws, but real simple stuff. And if it moves above this area here, then it shouldn't really go below this pullback low here. So that would be the next simple rule. It's really simple stuff, this. It always will be. It will. Another thing, what really gets my goat is people say you have to adapt with the market and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, jack of all trades don't get anywhere basically in the markets. You know, you've got to be able to know how to. Predicting doesn't really pay the bills, does it? It's about positioning. Stock's breaking out. You know, you're either going to put some skin in the game and put some risk in the market. You know, it ticks what you like to sort of call a quality stock, or you know, the reason, you know, I like gas in the tank, reason for a stock to re-rate. When it breaks out, you know, my job is just to apply risk management to price action on the best merch. Prediction means absolutely nothing. Doesn't matter. Right or wrong, it's about big winners, small losers, applying risk management to price action, having some criteria. If you just approach the markets and you're just throwing money in the markets without no proven edge, you know, without, you know, proving your edge is you know, part and parcel of being able to trade it, isn't it? If you haven't got the methodology and a proven edge, you know, you're just winging it. So you're never going to be able to sort of sit through normal pullbacks and let your edge play out if you don't put that work in. I share all my work to give people a head start so they can sort of, you know, this is why Jase can hold on to these things, because, you know, Jase knows that stocks have to break out if they're going higher. You know, they have to. Simple stuff. So, you know, the next line in the sand is this one here. It's bumped into it. It's bumped into it again. And it might creep through there over the next few days. But, yeah, just fill out tonight's radar there with a bit of chatter. GNEO. So pull back to mean trend. It hasn't made a high yet. It's closed shy of. No trail point. Go back to the IPO. I mean, it was a great IPO breakout, this one, wasn't it? and then it just off it went. Just never saw it again. I remember after this pullback here, we said, well, it's gone back to highs. It needs to sort of, it needs to build a base up here and ride trend. No, it couldn't, could it? It just went lower and lower. No trigger, no trade. It's got to break out if it's going higher. No trigger, no trade. All the way down. And into precious metals. This one's expected to post growth. It is open-ended financial investment vehicle. Moving on. Pressionillo, big move up on that one today. OMI. So these are kind of loss-making ones. They're all starting to join in now, aren't they? PAF. Is there some bad price action in that? I don't think it traded down there today. Is that a bad tick? All the same. SRB, these ones have been so obvious to us for so long. Into the swing points. Seems like there's a few today, actually. Cheers, James. Sound and vision. I've been talking on and I forgot to check. That would have been a big fail, wouldn't it? So, just buzz through these swing points. Hard-eyed. This is another of those ones. I wish they'd just delist it. Get rid. Do the investment trusts. Compass just chopping everywhere. This XP power, it's expected. I mean, turnover's ticking down, but it's expected to post pre-tax. You'd have to have a dig into this one and ask yourself why is turnover negative, and it's a fantastic looking base, isn't it? But it's extremely hard to get any kind of interest in that stock. RFX obviously gets a little bit of push from the gold price, doesn't it? Lose slightly less scenario. Nice group. Trading super choppy. Big bees. Peel Hunt, another return to growth, tick up in turnover. Go and have a look at that debt multiple while you're at it. Yeah. Financial as well. Not preferred. SAR, so this is a lose less scenario. Obviously, it's just hopes and dreams. Yeah, obviously we've talked about that one in the past. Definitely CTP. Bango. Crikey. I mean, just zoom out and just say, is there a reason for this thing to start trading nicely again? We swiftly move on, don't we? Big technologies, same. as you can see, there's a base cheat here, but basically we've kind of drawn that in and said, look, you know, IPO drift, this thing's got to trade up here, and basing out up here, riding trend, that's where you want to get your launch pads from, you know, out of this congestion zone. Perfectly good base cheat here. Doesn't make it, does it? Rolls over and dies. I don't think there was any growth reason for to look any closer to that stock. There's certainly no reason to look at it yet. It's just awful, isn't it? Moving on. Yeah, some choppy stocks today, isn't there? Horrible. Right, into WPM, wheat and precious metals, APAX. In the end of day now. Obviously, this one's had a bid on it. Toro. Got no turnover figures for that. Has it got any? Got no forward figures for it. GHH. Yeah, choppy, horrible trading stock. So we're looking for interest, orderly price action, growth. There is nothing in those screens today. You might like that. But it's all about the gold price, isn't it, this week? It's, you know, what's going to move the needle for us? It's going to be the precious metals, isn't it? I mean, look at these. We'll see if we get continuation throughout the week. Would be good. Anybody got anything they want to look at? I feel like, you know, I've forgotten something tonight, but, you know, on a down day, there's not much to see. It really is a bit of a desert out there at the moment. As always, the market's pulling back. The GTRS will tell you what's in pullback zones. You know, obviously none of the precious metals. But, you know, anything else, for me, I'm looking for small cap, low float. You know, I'm looking for interesting stuff. I'll just have a quick look at a few of these. I'm looking for beta for the trends, and obviously the large caps come under the swing umbrella. So NTBR, Industrial Support Service, NTBR, Northern Bear. Not the earliest of pullbacks, is it? Has the beta though, obviously. So go down this list. Software one. DevOps. Yeah, we talked about that one as well. Obviously, didn't play ball with what I was wanting, but what else have we got? Let's have a look at this one. SKL. Group. Elco there. Elco in a pullback out. That's a good looking setup actually. We're into results with this stock, so just note that. But next up, as I move lower, KGH. Just going through the small caps here, Knights Group, isn't it? We've traded it before a long time. I think we only traded it once. Can't remember. Sure, it was this one. It's a good winner for us. I remember that. I just rotated R in it because it was such a boring business. Boring area. Let's go down the list a bit more. Space and people. It's in the uptrend. SDI is actually in the top 30 at the moment as well. So yes, off the lows, what you want to see, and if it built a nice little base here, happy days. It's hard to just buy something because it's come off the lows, you know. 52-week highs, you could say, well, that is looking like a base. If it goes sideways for some time, you know, the market, you know, does a bit of this, that would be happy days, wouldn't it? Would be a fair old line in the sand. I'll just punch it in, actually. SDI used to be an investor darling, didn't it? Hang on a minute, we're frozen at my end. But that's the job, you know, looking for the best growth candidates while the market is pulling in or consolidating. And especially with a lot of these stocks going through earnings over the next month. When did we go through on this one? Prime example, we've been through the prelims. This stock was has basically jumped into a new earnings playing field. So it looks like it posted a dip in its numbers. If you go through here, pre-tax profit down to 5.5 from 5.7. So, you know, revenue rose to basically flat, but it got those numbers behind it, and now it's looking forward again. And looking forward, you've got a full year for this thing to base out. If it's going higher, you know, nobody knows. Anything can happen, but you know, that's what we're looking for, isn't it? Stocks what are just getting through the prelims. They're getting the dip in the numbers behind them. They're jumping onto the GTRS. A prime example. So, you know, let's throw that in a watch list. Let me just what number are we up to now? Let's go a bit further down. But this is how you do. How I do it manually. I just look down the GTRS. Precious metals. C-box is a little bit low base. It's hard to get too excited about that. But a nice base would be a nice base. Let's have a look at AVG. AVG. So this one's never really traded very nice, as you can see. It has its moments. This was the pandemic. This was the last. It kind of comes under the rotating R1 again, this, doesn't it? You know, it's not like a 50 to £1.50 stock what can really go on a trending run. It's a higher price and it's lower beta. It's got a bit of beta, but, you know, breakout, first pullback, and, you know, there's an easy catchable little move. So what I'd be looking for here is when this thing does its first pullback, look for the consolidation, and also look for stocks with more beta. But you know, if it's trading towards some pretty good numbers, maybe it will change the way it trades. AVG next up. Let's go a bit further down the list. And also, you know, the mid caps as well. Some of those will set up lovely as well and go in trending runs. But I'm just going through the small caps here. ProCook, it's a little bit of a tough one, isn't it? Get too excited about. Skinny numbers. Going in the right direction, but skinny numbers. Let's chemicals, classic choppy. Oh, that one had a bit, didn't it? Choppy area. GMR. You know, this one's been passing the GTRS. It's like one of those stocks what passes the screener always, but just never gets no interest. But it's working. I know some of you are still in this. It's working. You know, it's not put a foot wrong on the trend, has it? But yeah, it's not exactly the easiest journey, is it? In, in time terms, we knew it was a sloth. Year on year on year, it's not really done anything. And even though the trend is up, it remains a sloth. It's that same old question, isn't it? Are these numbers good enough for this stock to actually change the way it trades, get a little bit more of a beta, a bit more beta for your book? Anyway, that's the job. Go digging. You know, those who compile a watch list, look for orderly price action, look for growth, look for ones what have gone through those forward prelims, and you know, because ShareScope immediately jumps forward. Sometimes there's a difference between ShareScope and SharePad, but once those prelims drop, be aware of what you're trading towards next. Is the way I always do it. Always looking forward. Let's go and have a look at gold again because it makes us feel all warm inside, doesn't it? Right, I'll leave it there. Cheers all.